Welcome everyone to our annual Good Citizens Award celebration. I'm so excited to introduce everyone to these outstanding students that have joined us today. First, let me welcome our special student guests. From Cardinal Spellman High School, we have Matt Grabinski. From Quincy High School, we have Charlotte McConville. And from Sharon High School, we have C.P. Pototsky. Our three judges were unable to join us today, but I also send a thanks out to them. We also have 2 students not able to attend, so a congratulations to Ryan Sergi of West Bridgewater Junior Senior High School and our chapter good citizen, Claire Lamatina of Thayer Academy. Claire is traveling with her family this weekend, but will be able to join us during our April meeting. About the DAR. Before I tell you more about our impressive students, I would like to share a little bit about the Daughters of the American Revolution. The Daughters of the American Revolution was founded on October 11th, 1890 by 4 determined women and a supporting cast of patriotic citizens. Decidedly not ladies of leisure, the 4 founders were anything but traditional. Any woman 18 years or older who can prove lineal bloodline descent from an ancestor who aided in achieving American independence is eligible to join the DAR. She must provide documentation as well as the Revolutionary War service of her patriot ancestor. The members of the National Society Daughters of the American Revolution have dedicated themselves to historic preservation, promotion of education, and encouragement of patriotic endeavor. These goals are as relevant in today's society as they were when the organization was founded in 1890. Each year, the DAR honors high school seniors across the country with a Good Citizen Award. What makes a good citizen? According to the DAR website, a good citizen must exhibit 4 important qualities. Dependability, characterized by truthfulness, honesty, and punctuality. Service, defined as cooperation, helpfulness, and responsibility. Leadership, defined by personality, self-control, and initiative. And patriotism, unselfish loyalty to American ideals. This year, we had 5 outstanding students chosen as good citizens for their school and submit their applications and essays. Our judges had a very difficult time with each student being only within 1 point of each other. We actually had a tie at one between 2. It's time we meet these exceptional students. First, we have Matt Grabinski from Cardinal Spellman High School. An honors student, Matt has served as class representative, cross-country captain, tennis captain, and even had a lead in a Christmas play. Not only does he work as a busboy at the Connections Cafe, he also volunteered for school blood drives and food drives. During summer breaks, he has traveled to West Virginia on service trips to help people in need. After graduation, Matt is planning on attending college and possibly majoring in biology with a goal of becoming a biologist or a zoologist. As part of the Good Citizen application, students must submit 2 letters of recommendation from school officials. Lauren Lacara, school counselor, had this to say about Matt. Matt is thoughtful, creative, dedicated, and funny. He has been a valuable asset to Spellman, and I am proud to give Matt my highest recommendation. Matt, would you join us and share your essay?
Thank you.
Thanks.
Our American heritage and our responsibility for preserving it. What are the civic responsibilities of a good citizen, and why are these duties, activities, and behaviors important to the shaping of the America you hope to experience? A good citizen's actions work for the betterment of the whole, rather than working solely for themselves. They must be active in the political scene of our nation by voting or by understanding the modern issues affecting our nation today. They must also work to understand their own personal beliefs while considering the beliefs of others. By understanding their own beliefs, remaining active in politics, and by working to understand those with different opinions, a good citizen is able to fulfill their civic responsibilities and forge a better future. Understanding one's own political beliefs can be a long and difficult process. With all the issues in the world and the differing opinions, many find it hard to decide where they fall politically. The 2 major parties in our nation attempt to make most issues black or white. but individuals do not always fall on the same side for every issue. By finding a set of beliefs, a person is able to engage in the conversations of the government going on today, which allows for our country to be pushed in the right direction. This also establishes a precedent for what they want in leadership and how they see the country moving. Once a person knows what they believe, they are able to fully participate as a citizen in this country. For many young people, it may seem difficult to remain active in politics today, but it is essential to improve the nation's quality. One basic way of doing this is voting in different elections. Many believe that there is no candidate that fits with their beliefs, but in order for any change to occur, you must vote. Another major way to engage in politics, even if you cannot vote, is through the debating of your beliefs with those around you, which can persuade others to your side of an issue. Expressing opinions and voting allow for individuals to make their government listen to their perspective and lead the country based upon those ideas. Debate and persuasion are important parts of being a citizen, but having an open mind to new ideas is also an important tool. By having an open mind, a citizen can understand issues on a much deeper level and maybe find an understanding with those who disagree with them. The country is seen as very divided currently, but if more individuals were open to listening to the other side, many issues could be resolved. This can also be applied when trying to decide on a candidate to vote for. When an individual is running for office, it is easy to establish an opinion based upon what others are saying about them. But citizens should keep an open mind until they understand the candidate and decide how they feel. An open mind allows for conversations to occur and ideas to spread, so it is necessary to improve the political nature of our country. The United States was founded by political activists who held strong opinions on the government and often debated them. So good citizens of today should mirror their actions to produce a better tomorrow. Thank you.
Good job. And we have that for you. There was a check in there, so don't lose it. And I just realized I spelled your name wrong. Sorry. I will send you one with it spelled right.
Stay right here. We can do that. Parents, do you want to come up?
Thank you very much. Thank you. Congratulations. Next, we have Quincy High School good citizen Charlotte McConville. Charlotte not only excels in her AP classes, but she has been very involved in the Quincy High School community. She has served as captain for both the cross-country and track and field teams, school publication editor-in-chief, and treasurer for the Science National Honor Society. Through her church, she regularly volunteers for food drives and other charity events around the city. She also participates in volunteer work, such as raking leaves and spending time with the elderly. Other activities outside of school included interning at MIT's AEOP Laboratory for Atomistic and Molecular Mechanics. I can't even say it. She did it. Girls State, and being in the Rockland Figure Skating Club. Charlotte also has worked as a camp counselor, skating instructor, and historical docent. Following high school, Charlotte plans on attending college with a major in engineering and becoming an officer in the military. She also would like to pursue law in graduate school. Tom Galvin, Quincy High School counselor, had this to say about Charlotte. Charlotte is an extremely hardworking student who keeps herself busy and has accomplished so much over the last few years. I am thoroughly impressed not only with her academic and extracurricular achievements, but with her character and determination. Charlotte, would you like to come share your essay?
Thank you so much. The framers of our Constitution intended for almost every American citizen to be able to actively participate in our government, regardless of their background. The very few first lines of that document, "We, the people," depicts a nation in which the average citizen has the opportunity to change their lives for the better through self-governance and a commitment to their country. However, in recent years, this basic principle of the United States has grown to become challenged more often. Partisan media, Violence and opposition towards American doctrines have become increasingly prevalent in our society, threatening not only long-standing institutions, but our democracy as well. Allowing our democracy to crumble would be dismissing the hundreds of years of effort we put into creating a society based upon the ideas of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Not only that, but in our world troubled by war and crises, the United States stands as a beacon of hope to those in disheartening situations. This is not to say that America is perfect by any means, but that we can improve ourselves for both our nation and the world itself. Good citizens recognize this and guide themselves using four main attributes: dependability, service, leadership, and patriotism. Dependability is a large pillar of being a good citizen. In a society, everybody is dependent on each other in order to create a stable environment. Everybody, no matter how small or insignificant their role may seem to be, all play part in a bigger picture. A nation is like a machine, and even if the smallest bolt stops working, the entire machine's function is compromised. A good citizen contributes to this by being loyal and truthful, to make sure that their community stays in working order. That's why dependability is so important, as we all need each other to benefit a higher cause, our country. Patriotism continues this, as it creates a stronger community, promoting dependability. For a devotion to one's country, a good citizen can strive to improve their nation. A good citizen is not only patriotic, but instills their beliefs to their peers for the betterment of society. It's no secret that our country is based upon leadership and service. From George Washington to Franklin Roosevelt, our nation has always looked to strong leaders for guidance. However, a good leader does not always have to be in charge of a battalion of soldiers or solving a world war. A good leader can just be a citizen at the local level, looking to create a positive impact in their community for their service. A good leadership is based around the premise of inspiring others to better themselves and those around them. A good citizen is always willing to take on responsibilities in leadership positions in order to help out. This service to the community never goes unnoticed, because even the smallest acts go on to have greater ramifications. In these trying times, our nation looks for good citizens with the virtues of dependability, service, leadership, and patriotism to help create a better America. Our country still has a long way to go, but through everyday acts, we can ensure our future is in the right hands. Thank you.
Thank you. And there was a check in there, so don't lose it. And she wants to take a picture.
Of course she does.
It's her job.
Gotta turn it on. Anna, you want to come join us? Thank you. Did great.
So impressed with these essays. Sure.
There you go. He's done this before.
Thank you very much, and
Thank you so much.
congratulations.
Thank you.
C.P. Pototsky, did I get that right? Is the Sharon High School Good Citizen. CP is very involved in their school and community. At Sharon High School, CP has served as president of the boxing club, co-founder of the Sharon chapter of the Students Demand Action, high school representative of the Diversity, Equality, and Inclusion Committee, and as a member of the Jewish Student Union, Gay Straight Alliance, French Club, Young Women's Leadership Development Club, and Pretty Tough Girls Empowered. I like that. As a member of the Temple Sinai of Sharon, they have served as president of the Teenagers Association of Sharon Temple Youth and a song leader and camp counselor for Camp Hi Ho. For the Union of Reform Judaism, Reform Jewish Youth Movement, CP has volunteered as the membership and financial vice president, program writer and facilitator, and song leader. CP has also worked at the Sustainable Sharon Coalition, serving as Youth Committee Chair and Liaison, Zero Waste Committee Liaison, Keep Sharon Beautiful Liaison, and a roving reporter. In their spare time, CP has taught themselves ukulele, guitar, and keyboard. Sharon High School mathematics teacher Eileen Alberico Hatcher had this to say about CP. CP's strengths are impressive as their intellectual accomplishments. They're an active, outgoing presence in class with a great sense of humor. CP is the perfect person to get a group project rolling, but they know how to sit back and let others take the lead. CP's cheerful nature and openness to feedback mean they are consistently learning and growing, an impressive strength that will continue to serve them well. CP, would you like to share your essay? Thank you.
Thank you. Citizenship, the State House, and me. As someone who strives every day to be a good citizen, I enjoy engaging in productive conversation and working with others to combat issues that are most prominent in our society. From environmentalism to anti-gun violence activism, I have communicated with my local politicians to fight for the causes that I see as most prominent, both within and beyond my own community. As a good citizen is connected to other changemakers and finds the right people at the right time when tackling dilemmas. Last spring, I attended a lobbying event at the Massachusetts State House, and alongside the Massachusetts Youth Climate Coalition, I expressed my concerns regarding environmental justice. My representatives assured me that they heard my message and would support the bills to improve these systems. Confident from these two interactions with my representatives, I went with a friend to approach her representative from a nearby district. Unfortunately, we were met with an overwhelmed politician. It was the first time an elected official told me they had too many other things to prioritize, and my goals were not economically feasible. I wanted to yell at them, call them selfish for not caring about future generations, and slam the door on my way out. Instead, I sat and listened, and when the representative finished speaking, I explained once more that sustainability aims to leverage economic progress just as much as environmental headway. There was a mutual understanding, but our efforts to change each other's minds had been exhausted. We shook hands, smiled, and said goodbye, both of us knowing that we were not done talking. A good citizen does not always agree with everyone in the room. Rather, a good citizen fights for the things that are meaningful to them because no one else in the room will. The following month, I found myself back at the State House, but this time it was to tackle a different issue, gun violence. Unfortunately, my state representatives were not in the State House that day. After speaking with their aides, I headed down the hall to find a representative who could hear my message clearly. In the maze-like hallways of the State House, I found myself at the door of a representative with a familiar name. It was the representative of a nearby district who made me feel like the world was going to explode and it would be all their fault. I knocked on the door and knew I was in the right place. I proposed my bills to this representative and received impressively supportive feedback. Similar to the support I get from my own representatives, the previously frustrated, overwhelmed politician allowed my voice to be heard anew. Showing up and being vocal at the appropriate times, taking action through civil disobedience, and listening to others for insight make a good citizen to me. Model citizens are informed on a variety of issues and respectfully take action toward making the world a better place. For me, that starts with my local government and expands from there. We are leaders and listeners. We work with elected officials to have an impact. Good citizens are the people who shape American society, and so long as we keep fighting for progress and justice, safety and health, and for love and respect, I will be experiencing the America that fulfills me.
Thank you. You can take it if you want.
Take it over. I don't have a printed copy, so.
There you go.
Thank
We'll
you.
give you that also.
Oh, thank you.
Let's do a picture.
Okay.
We'll do that.
Okay.
So many items.
And family.
In school, if school wants to come up.
We'll do one with
Okay,
that,
do
and
one
we'll
with
do one with
father.
school. Thank you. All right, let's go.
Don't trip over the cord.
It's all right.
It's really fortunate. Yeah, no, stay here. Really fortunate CP that you gave me a little room.
Perfect, thank you.
Perfect.
Calling you short.
No.
And there you go, and there is a check in
Thank
there,
you
so
so
don't lose
much.
it. Thank you, congratulations. Wow. Every year, I am more and more impressed with the students that enter this Good Citizen contest. Congratulations to all of our students that we have here today and those not able to join us on a job well done. I have to say, every year I see these essays and these applications, and I am more and more and more overwhelmed and impressed with everything that you guys are doing. I thought I was an involved high school student, and then I read your applications, and I'm like, wow, I don't know how you all have time. I'm impressed. Thank you to everyone for joining us today as we honored these wonderful students. We invite you all to join us for lunch. I do want to say a quick thanks to Jersey Mike's in Hanover. They actually donated all of the sandwiches and cookies for today's luncheon. So I'll give them a plug. Go to Jersey Mike's. They're all over the place. They're very generous and charitable. So we thank them. And again, congratulations to all of our award winners. Thank you. And then if we can get just our 3 students up here for a picture of the 3 of you together.